Oh man, the episode was amazing. Shout out to Penflow, man. You know what it is. It's your boy Fly. Make sure you pop out every fourth Thursday too. Urban Lux, the creative process. I'm your host. Make sure you tune in with my boy too on Friday, getting that conversation.
Really good.
Okay.
Yeah.
2 thumbs up.
2 thumbs up.
Everybody shit tonight, okay?
All
I
right.
was turned on. It was so good.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Y'all come back next week?
Yeah, definitely.
Bet.
Y'all get that too.
All right.
Yeah, see that made her vertical lip smile.
Promises are meant to be kept. The problem is that people don't keep promises.
Okay.
That's the disappointing part. Promises are meant to be kept, but people don't know how to keep them. So we should stop making promises about things that we are not ready to keep.
It was very beautiful.
You went hard.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It was a little. Everybody got all deep, got all emotional. Even like the positive stuff, like every route, everybody took it emotional. So yeah.
Yeah.
Promise is the promise that a lot of people can't keep. It's promises that people can keep. But I just know I'm true to myself and I keep all my promises.
I love poetry. I'm a public artist.
Bet.
I'm getting here anytime I can. I've been away for a while, but I was just mad that I missed a couple of other subjects. Like y'all did y'all thing with You're Only Human.
Yeah, I like that one.
I'm mad I missed that one, but Promises today when I was at work, I was like, damn,
Bet.
I got something that matched this, because sometimes I could just get in there and get out. But today I actually wrote something within like 20, 30 minutes, so it was just like, all right, let me tell my truth a little bit. So I fucked with the subject Promises.
Yeah.
So this is my second time here, first time actually going up.
Yeah.
It was, you know what I'm saying, my nerves was like, but I just had to let that pen flow, honestly. And it was a good experience. The guys are always on point. So it was a good time. It was a good time.
It's 2 hours of pain and shit. You been? What up? Yeah, I know. It's crazy how you get unused to the code. Let's preview the review. It's crazy how you get unused to the code real quick. Get that code today, though. Alright, y'all feeling good today? Say yeah.
Yeah.
One more time, y'all feeling good? Say yeah. Yeah. Y'all think y'all fine tonight? Say yeah. Yeah. She said hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Hell yeah. What up, G? It's all good, man. Happy wonderful Wednesday. Happy lovely Monday. Happy lovely Monday. Shut up. Happy wonderful Wednesday. Happy Penflow Writing Sessions Wednesday, everybody. You know, love the way y'all came in and got straight to it. You know, so what's this? Alright, so I guess we'll go straight to the question real quick. How y'all feel about this writing concept, Promises? Good.
I know that one song.
Yeah, this was one of those things tonight. Yeah, straight up. Everybody gotta think about some promises. I think my only disappointment with a promise when I was younger, my neighbor was supposed to take me fishing and he didn't show up. I was pissed. And my pole rate and everything, I was like 7. I like fishing shit. I always like fishing and camping. You know what I'm saying? You know, I hate people tell me something, and ever since then, when somebody tell me something, don't show up and shit pisses me off. Hey, now you gotta pull up on the neighbor like, what up? I got my fishing pole. What's good? Let's go. You know? Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy when you are like when you're younger, how something can like make and break how you feel about something in your adulthood. Either you gotta overdo something because of something you disappointed, or it makes you like not give a fuck at all. As an adult, it's crazy. Y'all feel that shit? Yeah. That's what I feel. How'd you feel about it? It was cool. The Promises was cool. Yeah, I just had fun. That's all I'm gonna say. You know, it was went with the flow. That's how it usually happens. I usually never know. We do the topic so late that I never have an idea of where it's gonna go. And then, honestly, after I finish writing, I be thinking I could have did something else. So, you know, that process be some time to me. Leave a little pressure. Let me ask you a question, right? You listen to a lot of R&B? Of course. What's your favorite R&B song that got Promises in?
Sierra.
But that's I probably the Jagged Edge or the Sierra Promise. Jagged Edge.
All thought Jagged Edge.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
All Jagged Edge sound the same. I don't give a shit what nobody say. Every song sound from 1 to 10.
Yeah, I love Jagged Edge too.
Hey man, hey look, I love the era when guys got together and harmonized together. I think that's why Bone Thugs and Harmony was such a hit, because they was thugs harmonizing, or they was guys that got together and they actually in sync. You know what I'm saying? So I love when it's like, I don't know if it's what it's called, a quartet, when it's like 4 of them, or and everybody. Man, we gotta bring it back to that. You know?
Sure enough. Alright, y'all, we go ahead and get into these rules, laws, and regulations of the evening. First off, I gotta remind y'all got anybody coming in the door after 10:30, let us know. So we can let that person in. So the door is closed at 10:30. So y'all got a friend, somebody that need to get here a little late, let us know. We'll probably gladly let them in, but just don't go up there and let them in. Let us know. Alright? Thank all y'all for getting here on time for a start the show 30 minutes early. We used to start the show at 9:30. Now we at 9 o'clock because we wanted to get more people in. There's so many great people that's been coming here every Wednesday. I know their person feels kind of bad. We can't get some people on the list. So, we definitely been trying to figure out different ideas and things that y'all want. So all y'all want to be heard.
Yeah, I feel bad because they be threatening me. They be like, what's up?
I'll be on there and ass, boy. Ooh. Boy, man, you got the most dangerous job out of everybody.
Hey, looking I be getting on looks like, hey, what's up? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's good? I be like, puppy dog eyes and everything. Man, be getting looks like, oh my gosh, okay, all right.
They come ask me, I'm like, man, you know what? Shit, dude.
Hey, Ron be up there doing codes, he be like, boom, 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 you know what I'm saying? Yeah, but anyway, all right.
I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I had my mixed emotions. I was like, no, I'm trying to figure out how to make this shit work.
Yeah. Well, we did. We started early, so we thank y'all for getting out here, early and writing and taking. And I don't want to say take it serious like y'all haven't been, but to see the writers show up like that so early to actually write, that's miraculous to see. That's beautiful to see. So thank you.
For real. All right, y'all. We're gonna go ahead and get into these rules and regulations of the evening. In Penflow, we go through a blue light system and a red light system and some other light systems. So we'll have Darren explain to y'all this blue light, y'all.
Blue light is what you get out when you hear something that you like. That means run it back, alright? Also, this is the cool blue, okay? So if you're nervous when you're doing your piece, you can hit the blue lights. That way you can know that you ain't gotta be nervous while you read, alright? Also, you only get 3 blues. And after you get 3 blues, you will be left on red.
Yeah, y'all, we gotta go ahead and keep the show moving. Some people's pieces can be a little long-winded. We are gonna hit y'all with another light. We feel like we need to get this thing going. But this red light also means that everybody talking at once. We need control of the room. We y'all ain't respecting the mic. So when y'all see this red light, something going on. So that means stop what you're doing and just pay attention. Cause something ain't right, y'all. And then we got this new light for everybody. You feel like you're going over time. Everybody get about 7 minutes total for performance and question time. So figure out how y'all gonna divide that up, y'all. But if y'all going too long, we're gonna hit y'all with this yellow light. This yellow light means it's about time to wrap it up. We're gonna give y'all probably like 1 more line, maybe even 2. But then if y'all ain't wrapping it up, we're gonna hit you with that. That's that flow, and we're gonna take questions and we're gonna keep it moving. No disrespect to anybody.
And after y'all done doing y'all piece, do not run away, because we got at least 2-3 questions, alright? As soon as you done.
Yeah, some of y'all got questions all the time, y'all. Alright, so again, there's no reason to be nervous. Everybody on the same level. We got some people that's been writing for years, performing for years, but there's not a lot of places that you go to and people write and they perform what they just wrote in front of you, y'all. So yeah, everybody's saying respect that y'all want to give, y'all. So before we get into these first performers, first we gotta give it up for the team. Give it up for Ty, y'all. Give it up for Skinny, everybody. Give it up for Skinny. I love y'all. Y'all, last but not least, get up for Touche, y'all. Touche! Yeah, and of course, we got some other members that are going to be here tonight, y'all. So I'm going to definitely go ahead and give them some shout outs, y'all. Give them some love. Go ahead and make some noise. Clap your hands for them. For the A-Ways. Dewey, missing another night. So give it up for Dewey, of course, y'all. And then we had Keno be helping us out, y'all. Give it up for Keno, y'all. Keno! Good. That being said, we go ahead and get to this first performance of the evening.
Alright, everybody. Put your hands together for Kevin and Tonio!
What up? Yeah, perfect. Right there. That's cool.
Y'all get me?
There you go. Y'all can hear me?
Yeah.
I don't want to go to school today. I know this sounds crazy, but my friend Jake begged me not to go to school today. He said today he was not feeling the school spirit this week. His last week of us hearing the school bells rings, he said this week was the last week that recess will be dismissed once class was in session. He mentioned making today his maker's mark placed in history. Please, I know you'll hear me, but you're not listening. Yesterday in art class, he showed me his painting with his hands traced in red, blood splatter shaped space like what he called spaceships. He called them leaving the earth like aliens or creatures capturing his last moments. He said in fitness class was his last time that he would climb that rope. That he would joke about with Amy and Robert when he took that noose, when he took that rope and he tied it around her. And I couldn't tell in his eyes it was hurting. But it was more like a joy in his smile. And I didn't tell anyone because, Jake, he was my best buddy, my best friend, my best pal. We always laughed at his class comical acts. Then in math class, he would add up all the kids minus me because he said that I did not fit that equation, that he was creating his own subtraction problems. He handed it to me. I still have it. I didn't open it. He said I didn't have to solve it because I wasn't part of it, but part of me just wanted to open it and peek and read and see what he really meant when he said I couldn't read it. Yesterday, Jake was just different. In science class, which is his favorite subject because the joy he gained when he mixed chemicals create an explosion or more of a boom or a bang, and somehow to Jake it just seemed to be the most beautiful thing as he laughed and he screamed out in glee, and he said he would kick me before it happened and warned me to cover my ears before he began his countdown from 10, 9 minutes in history class, 8 our last meals together, 7th grade was our last graduation day, 6 people he left for me to call, 5 minutes before the bell rings, 4 being his best friend all these years, 3 hard kicks to my left knee, 2 warned me to get out the way, 1 day I'll see him again. So I don't want to go to school today. I know this sounds crazy, but my friend Jake begged.
Any questions? Any questions, y'all? Questions. All right, y'all give them a round of applause.
Hey man, what made you write that piece and that? What made you wrote it? How you get it out? What's happening? Break it down.
I ain't gonna lie, I know I'm gonna probably get no likes on that. I kind of want to go that angle, cause that was like a powerful piece. Yeah. But it came out of nowhere. When you think about promise, for some reason I don't know if y'all seen this movie. It was called The Final, and it was about a bunch of kids that was bullying other kids. And it was one guy, I don't know if y'all seen Big Mama's House 2 with the little boy, him. But he played it and they was telling him they was actually gonna harm the kids that was making fun of them at this Halloween party, do some crazy shit to them. But they wanted him, his best friend was telling him we gonna do this, but I don't want you there. Promise me you won't be there. You know what I'm saying? So once he said promise, I just went from there and that shit just came. I don't know. That was wild.
All right, so I'll go ahead and give you another round of applause.
Alright, everybody, put your hands together for DJ 69.
Big bottle.
Hey everybody, how y'all doing?
What up?
Okay. Why do you promise me things you can't keep? I hate your broken promises, they hurt deep. Okay. You promised that. You promised that and you promised this.
She said blue light.
She said blue light.
Blue light.
Say blue light.
Okay.
From the top.
Why do you promise me things you can't keep? I hate your broken promises. They hurt me deep. I said, you promised that and you promised this. How about you don't promise shit?
Oh, damn. Okay. I told y'all missed that blue light too fast.
How about it?
How about it? You be like, baby, I'm gonna see you after work. I promise. I promise this on my son and my grandmama.
Damn.
Trust me, baby, I promise. Okay, yeah, until the next day, week, or night, and you horny for some coochie cinnamon delight.
And I'm here for it. I'm here for it.
Who is this?
It's the promiser.
Make me.
A blue light. Say it again.
I'm gonna see you after work, I promise. I promise this on my son and my grandmama. Trust me, baby, I promise. Okay, yeah, until next week. I'm sorry, I messed it up. Okay, yeah, until the next day, week or night, and you're horny for some coochie, cinnamon delight. I know how to handle promises. I make a few of my own. And don't be mad when you catch me gone. You made too many promises. It's my turn to string you along.
Okay. Get it, hot sauce.
And I promise to give you this love box no matter what's going on.
Oh, yeah.
But when you call to come over, I say in an hour. I promise. When you call back again, I say tomorrow. I promise. Broken promises right back at you. Touche. It's karma, bitch. She's
It's this.
Wait a minute. Broken promises right back at you. Touche is karma. She's a bitch and I know her well. No worries, time has told me, and time always tells. All the broken promises from you didn't fit, even though I'm on a higher level. I promise to get you back for that shit. And that's a promise.
I got a question. I think everybody got a question on this shit. Who you talking to? Like, y'all ain't never heard me ask that before. Cause she ain't look, we on the name. What's their Facebook page?
I am talking to somebody that, like, they make all these promises, you know, but, oh, when I get this, when I go on, I'm going to just say a few things. When my child support gone, blah, 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 we going to be good. Now you've got your own one bedroom. What's the excuses?
What's this?
There's no lady calling my phone anymore saying this is my man. That's why I said all the promises. You live down the damn street from me now.
Oh, that's a problem.
That's crazy.
We on this end.
That's kind of fucking thing.
Hey, what episode is this?
59.
She about to say 59. 59, 69, what you talking about?
Alright, I can't get the names out.
That'll help you out. Golly, why that? He said when the child support over, he got you. So now, child support got.
That was 3 years ago. That was 3 years ago. That was 3 years ago.
He's gonna spend all his extra money on you.
And he finally single.
Uh-oh. All right now, y'all. All right, be nice. He's so spicy on this man. Be nice. All right, everybody. Y'all put y'all hands together for
The coolest nigga in Florida. He's an ice tray.
Give it up, hey y'all, give it up.
I don't know where this was going. Promises shit. I don't know. So I'm gonna try this little joint if y'all like it. I'll be back next week. A promise can do different things to different people, so be careful when you make one. To me, a promise only means something depending on who it's going to or where it came from.
Yeah.
So if you make one, make it real.
Yeah.
As a coach, I know it's hard to believe in one since a childhood, a lot of promises went unfulfilled. Remember when they promised our ancestors 40 acres and a mule?
Well.
And we was probably dumb enough to think we was gonna get it too. Now look at the scale in society, public enemy #1 and object of ridicule. It's kind of cool when somebody keep a promise or even G enough to be completely honest. A promise can leave you on the side of the road, cold, bleeding, because a nigga can stay you dead in the eye and lie to you and promise you in 2 seconds for no reason. A promise can make a friend turn foe. It'll have you treating blood family like people that you don't even know.
Blue light.
Yeah.
Yes, it would. Blue light.
A promise can make a friend turn foe. It'll have you treating blood family like people that you don't even know. I know this world's so bogus, but I promise that I'll never let it. I know this world's so bogus, but I promise never again I'll ever let my heart go cold. Promise to take every charm and use it as gas to power every one of my goals. I promise to feel like the devil had his foot on the back of my neck for too long. And the strong grip so hold. Oh, damn, I'm fucking up.
Right.
Give me blue light! I promise to feel like the devil had his foot on my neck for so long with a grip so strong, I'm praying to God don't let this nigga break my bones. But nowadays I'm way too strong mentally and physically. I'm ready for anything that's going on. I see so much, I promise I'm the most chill that I can ever be. So forgive me if I can't make a promise to you. I'm busy trying to keep the promises I made to me.
Hello.
Okay. All right. Amen.
Yeah.
That was wrong. I promised myself I wanted to be a chef, and that happened. And the way I was raised, you can say whatever you want. I promise I'll forever love our black queens. Speaking of black queens, I remember a couple of weeks ago I was talking to Miss Touche, and she made this promise to us that if I come back next week, she'll sit front row and listen to me speak. Now I'm wondering if anybody's seen it.
Right there.
Bingo.
Don't swing on me as a boyfriend here. Don't swing on me. I'm
Watch your back.
looking.
Right there. Right in the corner.
Because I promise your voice so cute, smile so beautiful, you can can brighten up any day. I was even nervous to say this, the way you control the room and the mic. I mean, the way you control the room with the mic, I know that you don't even play. A promise can be dangerous, so you need to learn how to use it right, because you can either lose a night or even worse, lose your life. So I promise I appreciate y'all for letting me use this mic and let me speak. And if y'all like that little shit, I'll be back next week.
Alright, so any questions?
Question.
What?
What's up?
Oh, was that a question?
You got a question?
No. I'm still appreciate that.
Alright, so y'all give him a round of applause. Alright, everybody. Put your hands together for Anton Fly.
How y'all doing?
Great, what's up, man? We doing great.
The name of this is When I Meant It, I Say It Forever. I used to think love was a promise that could be sealed with a kiss.
Yeah.
And that if we say it forever, the storms will never shake us. Jagged Edge told me it was all about a promise. Skinny's supposed to be singing that part, but it didn't happen. But promises are lighter than smoke that I inhale. The pain I exhale, and it's twice as fragile. Words come easy when nights are sweet, but when life gets loud, them sweet nothings grow extremely quiet. Hearing a promise is like searching for something in a world that's built for pretending. People love you for your image and the parts that they think they can rearrange. The minute you bleed honesty, they be like, nigga, you can't change. I promise I can. Promises today are like fireworks, not foundations. They want forevers, and they want to make it easy when it don't work for them. But I still don't regret believing that promises are meant for the truth. And when you say I promise, just stand by what you stand by, dude.
Yeah.
You got any questions? What's up, Fatty?
What inspired you to write this?
Skinny messing up the song. No. It's just, as you get older, you think about how when people say something to you, you just expect them to keep their word because you will keep yours.
Yeah.
But truth of the matter is, it's not like that. Like, people not going to give you what you've given. So, they use a promise as a credit card for all along knowing, like, they ain't got no intentions on following through. So, it's personal experience.
All right.
Some credit card.
I'm glad I could be an inspiration.
So, y'all get around a little. All right, everybody. Put your hands together for Creed. Yo. See you too, Ty. That was like, he from the cave, was like, at the top of the mountain, like,
Hey, that's like bringing them to the stage.
Hey y'all.
What up?
Yeah.
So this is titled My Promise Letter to Myself. I promise to care for myself. I promise to heal my wounds and scars and marks on myself. I promise to feed my soul the best fruits. I promise to be the best provider for myself. I promise to hold myself accountable for all my actions I caused in my life. I promise to mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and physically heal myself from any hurt and pain I may endure. I promise to protect my heart, my mind, body, and soul. I promise myself, like the Sierra song, it's nothing I won't do to spend my life with you. I promise to give my heart to me. Alright. I promise that I will never lie to me. I promise to give myself everything I deserve, everything I desire and deserve.
You gotta go back. You gotta sing all that shit over. Sing all of that over.
I promise myself, like the Sierra song, it's nothing I won't do to spend my life with you. I promise to give my heart to me. I promise that I will never lie to me. I promise to give myself everything I desire and deserve. I promise to let God keep leading my path in the right direction. I promise to get on my hands and knees each night and say a prayer. I promise to you, my Heavenly Father. I promise to give my daughter a better opportunity in a different lifestyle. I promise to change my atmosphere and my environment. I promise for the next decade of my life, I will manifest all my dreams and goals. I promise to acknowledge and achieve what I love to do. I promise to release my deep fears. I promise to understand and appreciate my spirit on earth. I promise not to take another day for granted. I promise to break generational curses and build generational wealth. I promise to build a foundation for me and my daughter that's unstoppable. I promise to only rely on the promise from God. I promise to allow my legacy to live on forever. I promise to give my daughter and keep her in the right direction. I promise not to break a promise I can't keep. I promise to love myself wholeheartedly from the inside to the outside. I promise to believe in my faith. I promise to reach my full potential and destiny. I promise to open up doors for my beautiful daughter that mankind can't close. I promise to make sure my daughter can be anything she wants to be in this life. I promise that I will dream big and bigger in every chance I get. I promise to elevate myself on every level. I promise to always be a leader and show leadership. I promise to create a safe space for me. I promise to be patient with myself. I promise to be at peace and peaceful with myself. I promise to be all I can be. I promise to be a free spirit. I promise to keep myself grow strong. I promise to enhance my wisdom. I promise to keep leading myself to victory and beyond. I promise just to be me.
Going for affirmations. I see you. Any questions? Any questions? Any questions?
He was around the bathroom, had to come back down and see who was saying that. All right, y'all, give it up for y'all.
All right, everybody, put your hands together for the unemotional Gemini. Green.
Timberwolves get naked. Jesus. 69 to 101. They scored 9 points in the first quarter. That's it, 9 points.
Yeah. Very interesting topic, man. Who chose this?
Let's go on Airways picks today. I don't know where yet, but Airways over the top. Shout out Airways for the topic.
Yeah, shout out, man. This is a nice topic, man. I want to be what you need me to be. Where you need me to be, what you need me to be. But the spirit world refuses to intervene When the deaf ear turns to one is given, not one to point fingers. Poison from the hood embedded deeper than my soul lingers, or the plight that I've allowed fruition bears witness to the fruit, bears witness to the faith you have in me through this transition. Like, how can one gain vision when he loses vision? Like, standing over and not under. But I miss out on life if I tell her I love her. Or miss life because I love her.
Blue light, blue light, blue light, blue light, blue light. Cold blooded.
Well.
Like, how can one lose vision and gain vision? Like, standing over and not under. But I miss out on life if I tell her I love her. Or miss life because I love her. Exalted my queen, thoughts of when I'm thinking of her. Had me locked, no cell, but still had my number. The way my heart melts when I see her. The way my heart melts when I see you renders my soul useless. Set on fire, I can sleep in an igloo. Melt that down the water, floating Arctic waters, and still have flame for you. I beseech you to look past the ruggedness. I swear I change. Like time did to the hood, I swear I am not the same.
Blue light, blue light, blue light, blue light, blue light. Bars.
Okay, Big Daddy.
You got a big daddy out there. You must have St. Springs, man.
The way my heart melts when I see you renders my soul useless. Set on fire, I can sleep in an igloo, melt that down, float in Arctic waters, and still have flame for you. I beseech you to look past the ruggedness. I swear I change. Like time did to the hood, I swear I'm not the same. I promise. Look here. I promise to protect you. Relieve you from the pressure of paying bills, housing, food, clothing, endless smiles, your personal piggy bank, uncountable orgasms before I bust a nut. If you could promise me one thing, shut the fuck up.
They thought he was gonna say soft shit.
Okay, everybody listen.
I promise to protect you. I promise you relief from pressure of paying bills, housing, food, clothing, endless smiles, your personal piggy bank, uncountable orgasms before I bust a nut.
Shit.
If you can promise me one thing, can you shut the fuck up? If you allow me to be what you need me to be, I promise to be what you need me to be before you need me to be. What you need me to be when you need me to be.
Hey, blue light, man.
Can you hear me?
If you allow me to be what you need me to be, I promise to be what you need me to be before you need me to be what you need me to be when you need me to be. You my life. You make Adam whole. You belong to me. I promise. That's that piece.
Some of them lines, I would have said the same exact thing, my brother. See, y'all go before me, I'm like, damn, man, they saying everything that I would say. Hold on, y'all got questions? Hold on. Any questions? Any questions? Y'all got any questions? Any questions? You got two hands. Suave, what's up?
Okay, like, was this about somebody? Like, was it about somebody just that wouldn't shut the fuck up? Please.
Actually, it's about someone personal, but it is a collective type of figure here when I spoke about it.
But that person wouldn't shut up a little bit sometimes.
No.
Yes, hand right in the back. Wow. Yes, love. With the
See?
So, if she always needs to shut the fuck up, when is she allowed to speak?
Okay, so who's familiar with the sitcom damn. Anyway, it was a sitcom, man.
No, your own preference.
I'm gonna give you. I got you, baby.
He got you. I hope he got you.
Trust me, I'm gonna answer your question.
He gonna answer. I'm just
You said if you want to answer. So to get to your answer, man, he had a joke about Shuddy, and when he was asking for his wife, he wasn't asking her to shut up. When he said Shuddy, and she still mouthed off, he was like, I've had Shuddy before, and that doesn't taste like Shuddy. And she still continued. And he said, man, you're going in circles. You said what you had to say. Why can't you allow me to put action to it? Don't expect me to jump when you want me to. I'm a man with responsibilities. And you're not my only responsibility. So Shuddy doesn't mean shut up. Shuddy means don't nag me. Talk to me like I'm an individual. Don't get down on me like I'm a kid. Because I'm going to hear you, and I'm going to answer you. Because I said in the beginning, I'm going to protect you before I said anything else. So I got to hear you in order to protect you, because if I don't, I'm going to hurt you.
There you go. In that order. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I'm scared to tell up there.
All I know is you spoke of the incredible love that you have for him and security and what you're willing to, contribute to, you know what I'm saying, to the situation. Like, that's beautiful. That's a beautiful piece, brother.
Man, you had my palms red like motherfucker. I ain't know what you about to do. I said, why would you bring that? I hope he got a rebuttal because he about to have a question on that. Straight up. He doesn't put some hands down.
I know you said, like, baby, I got you. You ain't got, you just saying, baby, I got you. You ain't got a word.
I already said. I said.
Like, calm down, baby. Calm down. Shut up. Right, real quick. No DMX off belly type shit. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I just said. I said, I was going to
Penflow. I was worried.
Man. Alright, y'all. Put your hands together for Crazy Lucky.
Word, bro. Crazy Lucky. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, man.
Happy birthday, man.
Crazy Lucky.
Y'all hear me? I promise that when I get a whiff of your perfume, I get like a dog in heat. I get the pen, tongue hanging. I can't breathe. I can't speak. I need a piece. I eat coochie like I'm trying to eat your heart.
Oh, wait a
Can you tell me how far I am?
Straight like that. Okay.
Okay, bro.
It be like that. It be like that.
I promise that when I get a whiff of your perfume, I get like a dog in heat. I get the pen, tongue hanging. I can't breathe. I can't speak. I need a piece. I eat coochie like I'm trying to eat your heart. Can you tell me how far I am? I promise. I really promise that I'm not falsifying any documents. And if you say your name on this line, then your life is mine. And let's be honest, the details includes mind, body, and soul. And I promise to feed your mind with finest of foods. Because your brain is a jewel, and I just want to be a tool used to make you as sharp as a diamond. And I promise to cherish that body with curves and tits like Grand Street, the way my hands hold your hips like the steering wheel of my Jeep. I promise I'm not trying to be facetious or a late night creeper. I'm just trying to be a freaky creature. You know,
Yes, sir.
you know, promise to cherish that body. With curves and tits like Grand Street, the way my hands hold your hips like the steering wheel on my Jeep, I promise I'm not trying to be facetious or a late night creeper. I'm just trying to be a freaking creature, you know. Dive in your ocean, and I can't swim, so I'm gonna need you. And I don't mind drowning if I'm drowning in you. And I promise that your soul is well taken care of, you know, intentions come true. And I know that you have no clue, but I've been itching and feeling for you, like, buddy that'll steal your TV for $20. And I promise, yeah, I promise.
Question.
Oh man, hold the fuck out. Damn, freaky creepy. Hey, can I ask you a question? Did you just say you probably got to steal her TV? Her TV. For $20.
Like the nigga that'll steal your TV.
Oh, that's hilarious. Okay, what the hell? This nigga hilarious.
Hold on. What up, Suave?
What was your favorite land?
I don't know. I'm gonna say Cardi was good. You know, I promise that when I get a whiff of your perfume, I'll be like a dog in heat.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's the very beginning. Dog in heat. Delicious.
All right, you know my food's here. All right, y'all.
Okay.
All right, everybody. Put your hands together for Cash.
It's always taller than you can. Why did you do like that?
I don't know. Y'all hear me?
Your nails real even.
Period. Just be real.
I know.
Hello.
Hey.
My name is Promises. It's nice to meet me, for now. I seek you out, wide-eyed, hopeful, helpless even. Open arms, open heart, open legs for me. I saw the desperation from a mile away. I began with generosity. I give you everything, physically, monetarily, mentally, making you depend on me. You now live and breathe for me. I took your friends, I took your family. I took the time you usually spend with yourself. I'm dressed up in diamonds, but deeply rooted in shame. My projection seems successful. You now love me more than you love yourself.
She's not.
Siphoning your energy was easy. Making you a slave to my compliments was a breeze.
Blue light.
Okay.
Gangs.
Siphoning your energy was easy. Making you a slave to my compliments was a breeze. I depleted your confidence. Look at you. Nobody don't want you. I say so. What more can I do to sit you down?
Oh, shit.
Babies.
What the fuck?
She's a killer.
I depleted your confidence. Look at you. Nobody's gonna want you. I say this often. What more can I do to sit you down? Babies. That's it. I'll give you a title that biblically says, I own you. Now, I challenge you to leave. You're shunned. You're isolated. You're fat from my babies. You're insecure from my words. You're worthless because I took all your words. Hello, my name is actually Broken Promises. And it was nice to meet you.
Hey, y'all, any questions, y'all? Any questions?
Hey, I gotta ask. That was ridiculous. Like, first of all, you are Billie Jean. You know what I'm saying? That's all I can see in your piece. That's who Michael Jackson was talking about. You know
That's the worst
right. But where did that come from? Because that was like a scary movie. That was like a real scary movie. You are like every baby mama. But that's at the child support office right now. That's
I'm that way. It is actually about narcissistic abuse.
I know it is.
So that's as a whole. So that could be male, female, that could be whatever, that could be family, that could be a mom, a dad, like that's narcissistic abuse.
That's terrible. You just like scared the shit out of me. I hope none of y'all think like that. That's crazy.
She said babies.
Babies.
We put a baby in her.
You see her man?
Somebody can't see him.
I'm scared.
What's up?
So shit, if you ever run into broken promises again, what?
So what's crazy is, and I ain't gonna get too deep, but because I have, that's not my exact story, but because I have like dealt with narcissistic abuse, I'm kind of like obsessed with like understanding the early signs. So there's a lot of really like red flags and stuff. So I feel like when we educate ourselves on the early signs, we don't get to the point where we're unalived or we're mentally ill or, you know what I mean? Like we're just completely depleted. So the early signs is, I feel like, what helps with that. And it's strict on here, I'm playing shit.
Any other questions?
Yeah. Man, my fast as hell. We just realized you on the screen before I watched you performing. Yeah, wow. Oh, real work. All right, y'all. Let's get this next performer on the floor. He been killing with these bongos. He was killing with the handpan. She still can't get over it.
That's scary.
Hey, y'all. Give it up for the co-host, Darren Anthony, y'all. Yeah. On the road.
I like to jump out here when I'm nervous, so.
What?
Yeah, for real. Maybe this might light me up a little bit, so if you know, you know. Watermelon! Watermelon!
Hey, what you promised the watermelon, my brother? We got to hear that.
Alright.
It's in the juice.
Here we go, y'all.
We got watermelon.
Watermelon. This is how I kicked it off. Watermelon. Almost promised to always be sweet. Yeah, I found this scripture I'm going to share with y'all. Matthew 5:34 through 37. But I tell you, do not swear at all, neither by heaven, for it's God's throne, nor by earth, for it's his footstool, nor by Jerusalem, for it is the city of the great king. Nor shall you swear by your head, because you cannot make one hair white or black. But let your yes be yes, and your no, no. For whatever is more than these is from the evil one. Promise. You said we was gonna do this together, involving me in a system and making me pay. Promise. Some moms can be poisonous, ratchet, oppositional, mothers interrupting sweet experiences. Please reach out, Mom. I'm suffering. Since life ain't promised, you ain't gotta punish me without giving me a fair trial. All I do goes to my big head twins. You ain't have to put me on child support after all these years. My whole family and friends been asking, where my twins? Ain't too much I can share in a sentence, but I wrote a book on how being in a court trap feel like you doing the sentence.
Blue light. Blue light. Blue.
I feel for y'all.
Sometimes.
You ain't gotta punish me without giving me a fair trial. All I do goes to my big head twins. You ain't have to put me on child support after all these years. My whole family and friends been asking where my twins. Ain't too much I can share in a sentence, but I wrote a book on how being in a court trap make you feel like you doing a sentence. I ain't promising shit, but you promise to have to take a shit. I know that all I have now, and whenever I leave here, goes to my twins, from the looks of it. They got a paper trail beyond Benjamin Franklin's bald head. I vow to stay worth something dead or alive. I'm mostly gonna live forever. Most likely gonna live forever. You will. And that's my Penflow. Yeah! That's my
Good question.
I love it. What's up, Creek?
So you still in court now for your twins?
Yes, I am. The next court date is June 30th. It'd be like 3 month, 6 month intervals in between dates, so that'd be the craziest part. You have to just wait. Yeah, it's the stretch it out game, and you just have to wait. That's the first thought when you wake up is your children. So you have to now minimize, you have to shut that thought off because you can't see them. Now carry along after minimizing what's most important. You know, so it's kind of strange sometimes, but everything I do comes back to them. It's all for them when they arrive. You know, so it'd be like that. That's the thing to keep my head up. You know. So, any other questions? Yeah, what's up, hey?
What inspired that live forever line?
The art, I do glass art. I make glass shoes. I make items that that are rare. So I make a lot of art. I have over 50, 60 pieces of art, so that means when I'm gone, I'll still be here. I make the type of art that I want the family almost fighting over, or claiming the art, like that piece of art that mama got when she leave, or that piece of art that such got, I hope he leave that to me. I'm gonna be the one to take care of it. So making things that people have wanted forever, wanted to be around, like yeah, so I'll be around for a long time. Yeah. Any other questions? Yeah, alright, thank y'all. Alright, everybody, put your hands together for Lady B.
Hey y'all. Y'all hear me okay? This one was a little hard for me. I'll see what I got. This is called Promises. I'd rather you fulfill the reality of a promise without making one, instead of making a promise filled with dreams and you fulfill 100% of none, you bum.
But this different.
Promising me that you'll be the best I ever had, yet you're forgettable, even regrettable. At this point, you'll have to call one of your old girlfriends and hoes to verify if your A+ dick rating is even credible.
Oh, blue light.
Somebody share a This is why men don't open up.
Promising me that you'll be the best I ever had, yet you're forgettable, even regrettable. At this point, you'll have to call one of your old girlfriends and hoes to verify if your A+ dick rating is even credible. Making a promise is supposed to be a guarantee. Like when I said I promised I could make you weak, now I got you falling on your knees. As I slurp and stuff your dick down my throat and hear you moan as I always please.
Executive blue light right there. And say it with your chest. Go deep.
Making a promise is supposed to be a guarantee. Like when I said I promise I can make you weak, now I got you falling on your knees.
No knees.
As I slurp and stuff your dick down my throat and hear you moan as I always please. I promise you I'll be your sex slave. You enjoy riding across my chest, smiling and drawing cum waves.
Damn.
Promising me you can fuck me all night long. Yet instead, you're the epitome of that 1 Minute Man song.
Somebody pissed you off in there 1 minute.
Promising me that you got the big one, not the little one. But you're not even size junior or size fun. Making promises build trust. Like when you say you gonna make me bust, nut after nut after nut. I can promise to work to make your dreams come true. Like how you know I like to eat your dick and eat pussy too.
Bingo!
Like how I'm your dream girl, a promise fulfilled for just for you. I promise to never ever let your balls become blue. And that's how I Thanks, y'all.
We want to know
So give it up for y'all. Give it up for pro blue light, less blue balls. Pro blue light, less blue balls. More blue light, less blue balls. More blue light, less blue balls.
Alright, y'all. Put your hands together for Big Sean.
quiet on the set, quiet on the set.
What's up, everybody?
What up?
How you know we need to raise this mic? Man, come on, stop playing with me. All y'all do is talk shit. This make no damn sense. Look. Man, look at this shit. This don't look right.
It's over. And this was a good show.
Alright. Promises. Okay, I promise this won't be long. Alright. As Drew Hill said, I never make a promise that I can't keep. That ain't me. And that ain't true. Because I know I lied to you. Even lied to me too. Not to be deceitful or evil, I just wasn't equal to the intention of the promise that my lips sent forth into the ether. I know that ain't true because I know I lied to you, even lied to me too. Not to be deceitful or evil, I just wasn't equal to the intention of the promise that my lips sent forth into the ether. As the promise's speaker and the supposed keeper of my words, let this serve as acknowledgement of my slip, my faux pas. Promises. That's deep. I don't even know if I'm qualified to speak from the promises that I ain't keep, but here we go. Let's say promises were a bond at one time or another that could be used to cover and not covet. A covenant meant as assurances in the purest of sense. I heard people promise, swear, and merch and still lie with every word. And I was never disturbed because I knew they was trying. And I know they was lying. But who am I to judge? At least they lied with love. And oddly enough, that stands for something.
Blue light, blue light. No, that is blue light. I heard people promise and swear and merch and still lie with every word and was never disturbed because I know they was trying. And I know they was lying, but who am I to judge?
At least they lied with love. And oddly enough, that stands for something. I never put my trust in a man or what he was saying, only what he does. I never put my trust in a woman, even when I was loving, and didn't stop loving her when she lied. That's because promises are broken, often as soon as they spoken. Just as soon as they mouth open to say shit. That's it. Niggas be lying.
That was real nice. Where you going? Hey man, hey, you came back, man, swinging the sword, like, man.
That's what's up, man. Yeah.
That was nice, bro. Question right there, bro. You got two
Do you
questions.
keep making promises?
Oh yeah, I made plenty of them.
No, do you still make promises?
Nah, I just do what I do. That's
Hey, go ahead.
At least they lied with love. Where did that come from?
Because most times people intend on keeping the promise that they made, and for whatever reason, it didn't happen. You know what I'm saying? But they still made that promise with the intention of keeping it because they loved you. That's how I felt anyway.
That's real.
Yeah, that was nice. All that whole cluster of rhymes was nice. Everything was that was nice.
All right, so any other questions? No? All right, so I'll give them a round of applause. Alright, y'all, man. This show just keep on intensifying. Y'all put y'all hands together for Suave! While she working her way up, y'all, on the screen we watching some YouTubes that we got on Penflow on YouTube, y'all. So a lot of y'all have footage y'all with great quality, not y'all phones, not y'all whatever. I'm talking about great quality. We got Ty, he spends time y'all on editing these videos and recording y'all every Wednesday, y'all. So if y'all want footage of yourselves, go to YouTube, go through all the episodes, find yourselves, copy and paste some videos for y'all social medias and tag. Appreciate it.
Straight up.
There you go.
Hell yeah. Indubitably. Okay, one more time, because that sounded good. Can I get a hell yeah?
Hell yeah. I'll turn my mic on, my bad.
Alright. Now, I actually didn't finish, but I'm going to do what I got to do.
It ain't the goal to finish.
That's fine.
Goal isn't to finish. Goal is to keep going. But once you finish, you might not be able to go no more. And the party's over. Boom.
Yeah, well. Okay. Can y'all put that beat up? Loving you is easy because you're beautiful.
Thank you.
Making love to you is all I want to do. La 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la. Do 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 do.
Come on. Is it too early to call? Because I want to hear it again. Blue light. I'm sorry. Blue light, please. There we go.
Loving you is easy because you're beautiful.
Thank you.
Making love to you is all I wanna do.
As you should.
La 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la. Do we do we do? I cook too, but if you ain't ready to eat that, you can still eat me. Greet me. Meet me at the spot and freak me. Real delicious pussy kiwi. Yeah. Baby, you could never leave me. Pussy gripping, why you squeeze me out? Go to sleep in it, I'm a Some don't moan, but me, I get vocal. Choke me before I fucking choke you. Loving you.
Run all that shit.
Is easy.
Run all that shit. Full life. Full life. That's what niggas want to hear. We want to hear that shit. You hear that? We're going to work for that shit. Get a job for that shit. What?
I promise you I'll be nice and clean, so you ready for you to eat. I could too, but if you ain't ready to eat that, you can still eat me. Greet me, meet me at the spot, freak me. Real delicious pussy kiwi. Baby, you can never leave me. Pussy gripping like, why you squeeze me? I don't know. Go to sleep in it. I don't know. Some don't moan for me, I get both. Choke me before I fucking choke you. Loving you is easy 'cause you're beautiful. Making love to you is all I want you to do. La 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 la, y'all know the song? La 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 la, la 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 la. Do it, do it, do you? Oh y'all.
Come on.
Any questions, guys? Keep that note, y'all. Keep that note, y'all.
So them damn backwoods.
You went crazy with that shit.
Thank you. Any other questions? Thank you, guys.
Hold up. I got a question. You said you wasn't finished. Now, if that wasn't the Fred finished product, what else could you add to that? Good gosh.
That was cold.
Nice. You know what I'm saying? That's why we can't listen to you when you say you ain't finished. It's more than enough. That's wonderful. Thank you. Jeez. Alright, everybody. Put your hands together for Anaya.
That's you, guys.
Yeah, I'm fried.
Go ahead and do it.
Yeah, probably you got the mic smoking and shit.
Okay.
Hey, how y'all doing?
What up?
Hey, I'm fried.
Hey, fried.
Congratulations.
Okay.
Like that.
Okay, y'all ready?
Yeah.
If I let my guard down, the destruction of my palace be worth the cost. I lock pinkies with you so that you know my word is bond, going against the grain, trying to prove a point that'll hurt you in the long run. If honesty is the best policy, was it false in your lines when you said you promised me? And I replied, well, honestly, I don't think I can trust you. As for your rebuttal, you asked me who will love you like the same way I do. I can't piece together a puzzle I was never meant to.
Blue light.
Blue.
As for your rebuttal, you asked me who will love you the same way that I do. I can't piece together a puzzle I was never meant to. Loving you was easy, but it was way easier saying fuck you. I promised to put me first before anything. Even if it meant destroying my palace to rebuild my sanctuary. You thought that it was sweet because I was your favorite cherry, not knowing to get real even.
So you gotta know I'm the last woman standing. I promise to put me first, so I hope you understand me. When I say I love you, but not as much as I love me. That I'm giving all this up, use my words bond, I'll set myself free.
I love that even.
What made you go that deep?
Listen to everybody else stuff, because I literally just finished this maybe like 2 weeks ago. So it was a collection of like, I guess, inspiration from everybody else.
So you wasn't pissed off even?
Oh no, I'm cool. I promise you, I'm just fried.
Right, now look. Go ahead.
So I got like a 2-part question. The first part is, when did you start writing?
In 7th grade.
Okay. Then that's it.
Okay, yeah. It's just when it's real true.
In a real way.
In a real way.
Turn it up, AT.
Listen, I feel like she been here, but she ain't performed. Yeah.
Yeah, last time. Oh yeah, no, last time. I was 10.
You was tired last time?
Yeah, I was 10.
All right, everybody. Put your hands together for Adamu.
That boy bad. That boy bad.
How y'all feeling?
What up?
That boy bad.
Appreciate it. All right. This poem is called Feet of Clay.
Alright.
All right. What's meant for you is meant for you. Motherfuckers love calling you conceited, but never blame the fact that they edge is missing. They overweight and they ran through it.
I like this guy.
Not the age is missing. A double blue. Hey, that's an executive blue light. That don't count. That's executive blue light. Lord, God damn. He's making a run for it again. Y'all watching?
What's meant for you is meant for you. Motherfuckers love calling you conceited, but never blame the fact that they edge is missing, they overweight, and they ran through it.
Damn. Track stop.
Insecurities are the shades they see you through.
Oh, damn. Blue light.
Insecurities are the shades they see you through. Their guilt became hatred because they couldn't be you.
Yeah.
Competition.
Never make a woman a promise you can't keep, but never ask a man for a promise you won't be able to see. I'm glad I was patient for you. I'm so glad you came back for me. Out of all the promises broken in this world, mine wasn't too far from me. Thank you. Hello, young lady. Is there room for 2 on this bench? Yes, she says, for now. She sighs. I felt this nigga coming. He says, do you believe in the promise? I can show it to you. I can also show you where you may have passed it on by. I can show you what led you to do such a thing. Don't mind my garments, I'm hiding from someone right now. I'm a humble man, I just have big plans, call me Bill. Only God can judge me. As for you, it seems like he already has. What do you mean, she says? Well, you're full of regret and it shows. Standoffish but curious, trapped in indecision. You look very taken care of, but there's a subtle sadness that twinkles in the herringbone and ruby rings that you wear on yourself.
How do you know that, she says? Well, when the woman is the image and the spirit is a teenager, the soul is always the casualty. You ain't been the same since he left you, didn't you? A joke shot up her spine and she turned to look at him. Since who left you? Your golden boy, your ace boom coon, your promise. The sun peeked through the city skyline, revealing her dirt-colored eyes. You know your face seems to be glowing brighter than this sunrise right about now. You know, a young lady once told me the most attractive man in the room is not the loudest, but the man at most peace. The calm in the storm. They say it together. You know, a young lady once told me the most attractive man in the room is not the loudest, but the man at most peace. The calm in the storm. They both say it together. She also told me a man should not go looking to be seen, but felt. Because when he walks in the room, his presence, a silent roar loud enough to be heard and kept throughout all time. And a man who is at war with himself always has to fill every moment with sound. A powerful man is most joy.
Yes.
Did I hear Lula?
Okay. Okay.
He like in the back. What? This man is the oracle.
A man who is at war with himself always has to fulfill every moment with sound. A powerful man is at most joy in his silence. She inhales with satisfaction as her hoop earrings caress her baby hairs on her cheek. I had a thing, she said, for guys with head of gold and legs of iron, and she broke down in tears before she could finish, but he responded and said, feet of clay. Because light travels faster than sound, so what you see is what you get, but what you hear, young lady, is what was kept, and you've been lied to, young lady, then and even now. Her face in guilt and tears, she says, what? The man takes off his tattered garments, revealing his true fit. My name isn't Bell, but Daniel. You went looking for the promise, but couldn't find it. Pity you. You pass him by, listen to your friends, and not trust your insight. If only you knew the promise was always there, was always looking for you. Motherfuckers love calling you conceited, but you never blame the fact that they edges missing and they out of shape and they ran through. Insecurities are the shades they see you through. Yes. Their hatred became guilt because they couldn't have me or be you.
Oh, shit.
They said, never make a woman a promise you can't keep, but forgot to tell you, never ask a man for a promise that you won't be able to see. I'm glad I came back for you, because of all the broken promises you heard, this one will always be a sight to see. That's for you to play.
Alright. Any questions? Any questions? Anybody? Any questions? And those are dope pieces, but alright, y'all give them a round of applause. Hey, you got a question, man? You had a question? Yeah, you had a question, brother? Oh, okay. Hold on, I ain't got a question for you real quick, Adamo.
Alright. The edge is missing and all that. You talking about the same person you was talking about on options?
I'm talking about an archetype. So, like, I just use those examples to describe an archetype or a negative archetype of women who choose men with feet of clay. You feel me? Like, you have everything built, but your foundation is unstable, so you can't support your own riches. Eventually, it's gonna fall apart. You feel me? So, like, it's a feet of clay, like the golden boy. Gold stands firm throughout all time. But when your feet of clay is fucked up, then of course, you know, those are the type of women that's gonna convince the woman that actually has potential to love to fuck it up for the rest of her life.
They're gonna influence her.
Exactly. Yeah.
You ragging
and it happens.
Don't do it.
It happens.
Leave that lady alone. If anybody, leave her alone. Let a lady be a lady.
Yeah, so that's what it is. Like,
I told you. And I told John, man, I love his sense of being able to, write stories. That's a real gift. I'm like, I know you really floored because you literally can't just make that shit up. It has to be given to you,
Thanks.
So, for sure.
That's cold, bro. God bless you, brother.
Thank you.
That was a message in your words, bro.
It's a lot. You have a lot of jewels in your piece, bro. Alright, everybody. Put your hands together for Brooklyn! It's my first time. Yeah, this is my first time, man.
It's your first time? First time. Break a leg.
Hold on, break a leg. I got work tomorrow.
Try that shit, bro.
Alright, yo, alright. It's my first time in the building. Alright, so let's see what we can do. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Alright. I've had a lot of promises slang my way from a single digit age. Whoever heard the "we going to Disneyland" promise made? And I repeat, and it repeated, like Michael Jordan winning rings in the 90s. Real talk. That was about the stage when I decided to make a promise to myself to learn to write, That was about the stage that I learned to freak the written page, or specifically write comics one day. See, I used to struggle with nouns and verb exchange. Reading and writing made me Red Hawk out, flip out tables and throw bricks at yellow school buses. I'm not over-exaggerating, but I was Coast Contra, true story. But in came my pops to save the day. He hooked me up with the drug that I never knew I needed. But in order to get high, I had to read it.
That was raw.
Alright, I'm a little nervous, so y'all gotta bear with me. But in came my pops to save the day. He hooked me up with a drug I never knew I needed. But in order to get high, I had to read it. A dictionary, a thesaurus, I needed. But I was hooked. Monthly, I was a comic book fiend. Like listening to my favorite Eric B. and Rakim track. Over a few years' time, over a few years' time, the hit was still there, but the high was whack. I told my mom Deuce about the reading fact. In her own subtle way, she convinced me to switch from being a user to a supplier. That was it. That was the fire lit. A plug was born. Now fast forward a bit. I did yours, Bruce Wayne, writing training across the globe and shit. Now y'all remember Animaniacs? Follow this bit. Alright. Let's see, I lived and been to the Shire, Galesburg for a few years, a few places in Tennessee. You might have seen me in Pittsburgh waving the terrible towel, or in San Diego smoking trees on the beach. Hell, I even lived overseas. Shout out to the UK, Copenhagen, Denmark, and that wild town in Berlin, Germany. But if you feel it, I know it. Y'all want to know about that promise I made to 10-year-old me. Did I Disney myself? Nah, son, not likely. Give me a second real quick.
Oh shit, okay.
Wait a minute.
Hold on.
Here it is. Time for a shameless plug.
Okay.
Issues 1 and 2 of First Brigade from the bag. Show me some love.
Let's go.
Any questions?
That boy good as hell, bro.
How you feel, bro? You good, man? You straight? You good? You got through the nervous jitters? Like, first time, it's like,
I had to just get it out. I'm usually like,
That boy good.
so me performing, it's been a while. So me getting in front of people, the last time I did this was unfortunately my mom's passing and me speaking in front of people. So this is the first time I get to share my love with folks
So this was my love, so I had to share with y'all folks.
You know.
Yo, hey.
You've been coming a couple of weeks. Why tonight? Why?
It was the thing. It was the promise. It was.
Yeah.
My bad. I'm gonna get Ghostface. I
Aw.
made this promise to myself when I was 10 years old.
Yeah.
My mom's and pops was Ghostface, and neither one of them are there. They're here for me now, but they're here for me, and I'm still doing it.
Yeah.
So it's the promise to keep going. It's to never stop. It's to never give up on your fucking dreams.
Straight up.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Because the more you
For real.
work for your fucking dreams, the more your dreams work for fucking you.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
I'm 1 year away from being a 45 clip, so I didn't see that shit become a reality. So I just keep pushing on my shit.
Good job, brother. Good job.
Let's go.
My bad.
Yo, famous club.
Cut the music.
Yeah, comic books. First again. You can visit my website, bunnypoppress.com. You can go to my Instagram page, the same name, bunnypoppress.com. You'll find me at a convention. You'll find me sitting here. You might find me rocking one of my t-shirts. I love writing, so I love being around a bunch of writers, being inspired by a bunch of writers, so
We love having you.
it's all love.
Yeah.
Y'all love the writers' guys. All right, y'all. We more than halfway through this. I'm telling you, more than halfway through this list. So we will go ahead and get into this topic of conversation real quick, which is disappointments. When you got promises, you got disappointments. Uh-oh. Hey, you know you got some stuff to say. I'll definitely bring you the mic next.
Yeah, I get my piece out the way real quick. What I can say about disappointments. All right.
Oh, go ahead.
Real quick. Only way that you can be disappointed is by having expectations. And you have to manage your expectations in order to not be disappointed. Alright? That's just my piece right there. Alright. That's it. What up, man?
Man, it's hard to say, man, because the thing is, you gonna get disappointed in something. Like, it could be the most minute thing, but you gonna feel disappointed. It's just, I think the thing is figuring out the way to do it again.
It's gonna be
I
something.
think that's the main thing. Figure out a way to do it again, though, after you was disappointed. Like, if this one person did it, disappointed you in something, do you not give the other person, a new person, the same opportunity? Like, does this person or situation start off with an F immediately? Like, if you ate, like, I was just in New York a couple months ago. I ate a chopped cheese, right? If I didn't like a chopped cheese from this deli, does that mean all chopped cheeses in New York are horrible now? So I was disappointed with this one chopped cheese?
No.
Huh?
Of course not.
All right, that's what I'm saying. So it's kind of like how it's like, you know, me myself, I'm gonna jump in the water type dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, we gonna see you get about 2-3 times. But some people just can't get over that hump of that first disappointment. You know what I'm saying? It's like, that's it, that's all. You ain't fixing it, that person ain't fixing it, I ain't doing it again. I got sick when I ate that shit, I ain't eating it again. You know what I'm saying?
I always look at like the people in streets. You got two things. Can you control what's going on in certain relationships? If you can't control it, it's about having a list to know if you can't control it. Same thing with stuff like potholes. You're gonna be disappointed with the streets or stuff that's out of your power until you figure out what power do you have in order to be a solution to fix certain things. So either way it goes, it's still about the management of, the expectations in order to not be disappointed. That's life, it's balance. You're gonna be pissed off about something or not like something. Like you're gonna like a lot of things. And that's balance,
So when y'all disappointed in something, like y'all telling people, don't do that shit. Because somebody else, they might have been fine in that situation. But you was disappointed, you messed it all up.
I'm about ready to irritate you.
Disappointment is attached to expectations, and not everything deserves your expectations. Therefore, you should not be disappointed in people you don't know, things that you don't know. So I would rather be surprised, right? Because somebody has already laid the foundation of expectations setting high, and then I'm surprised, right? I'm surprised by your behavior. I
I'm surprised by this thing because that road has always been clear. That road has always been smooth. And all of a sudden today it's got a pothole. So I really be surprised and disappointed. And I just think that comes with a level of knowledge and expectation. Not everybody deserves the disappointment.
Anybody else? I let her break my rule with DJ 69 cargo with anybody else. She was going to do a thing today. What?
No, I just wanted to say, I just feel like if you're expecting something, you can always expect something when somebody's leading you on to think something. So you're not trying to expect it and, you know, doubt them and anything, but if you're expecting something, they should come across what, you know, what they lead you to believe. I don't know. I just don't like the bullshit. We go back to the promises, even though with the expectations, because why are you promising stuff you can't do? What? That's just yeah. I mean, I don't make promises because I might turn at the last minute. I can't help you out. Take your mic.
I mean, I got a son, so you know, I got expectations. You know what I'm saying? You know, like some certain situations that you gotta have expectations is letting the person know. If you talk about a person, that you got an expectation depending on the situation. You know, I don't expect you to get an A in everything. Right. I think she had a hand on right before. I'm coming to you.
Just to piggyback off what a lot of y'all was saying, expectations sometimes come with disappointment because you can have your expectations raised up high and then you can get somebody in your life, a family member or a friend, someone that you truly love, your significant other, and they can cause you to have the disappointments that you intend to have or you intend to deal with or thought it would be that, you know, so it definitely comes with just knowing who you are as a person and lining your life up with what you need to be your expectation so you won't receive those disappointments from people. You already know what you got, where you're going, and your expectation is to find somebody that's like you.
Okay.
Coming down.
One of the things that I learned about disappointment in my life is sometimes for me disappointment is the fuel I need for my fire. Like for instance, I made a promise to myself to find my birth family. I went to my mother to ask her. I was disappointed when she told me I'll think about it. So that means no. I was disappointed when I talked to my father about it. He was no help. I was disappointed when I had different roadblocks in the way. But if I didn't have those disappointments, it wouldn't have made me even more determined to do things. Like I was disappointed the first time I went on the Judge Mathis show and I was told that he was not the father. Like I was naturally disappointed. Damn. When I did find my birth mother, I was disappointed that she was blatantly lying to me in my face. Wow. And I told her, you don't know me, but whatever I set myself out to do, I'm going to accomplish it. And then I found out, you know, who my birth family is without her. But if it hadn't been for those disappointments, I would have been motivated even more to do it. So even though disappointments hurt so bad, you don't have to stay in that moment. You can use that energy and transform it for something else. So that's the good thing about disappointment. You can use that to fuel your fire.
So what you telling me
Jesus in the
is that it's been somebody that I've been waiting a long time with. Being in the bed, I had all these expectations. I ain't supposed to have no expectations if I get disappointed. Like, what's the point of having expectations? Not having expectations, you supposed to have anybody. So nobody in this room been brave and had some sex with somebody had high expectations and it was disappointed. Exactly, that's what I'm saying. You said you shouldn't have expectations. Why am I laying down with somebody with no expectations? So what you can't lie to yourself. Still, some of y'all been this. Y'all been having this.
can't lie to yourself now.
Expectations are
That's lying to yourself, ain't it?
Adamu. Stand up. Yeah.
Yeah, stop lying.
Yeah, I mean, for me, a promise can only be seen. You tell me a promise, and I'm gonna assume it's a lie. There's not necessarily a negative thing, you feel me? But like, a lie can only be heard. You can't see a lie. A lie can't come to fruition. You feel me? So it's just like, I guess a form of self-preservation is when you expect something to transpire that somebody tells you, and that comes with experience. But if you are an experienced person, you set yourself up to be disappointed, regardless. No matter how experienced you are, you purposely doing that. So allow something to come into fruition first. You feel me? Because a lot of people like to say shit and it don't come to pass.
Yeah.
You know, let that shit manifest in the flesh. So it can be real. So that's what a promise is.
Thank you.
At least for me.
Right, anybody else? No? Alright, y'all, this is a good conversation, y'all. I think the main thing for me, though, is understanding it's for, I guess, for people to figure out how to fight being disappointed, that's all. You know, once you are disappointed, like how you get out of that, you know. Because me personally, I feel like everybody gonna be some kind of disappointed a little bit. Yeah, you know, something gonna happen. But it's like how you dig yourself out of that. And then how do you do it again, you know. How do you give another person an opportunity, you know, so.
You know, you have disappointed somebody. It's called grace. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, we've all disappointed somebody and somebody has disappointed us.
I'm sure I have disappointed somebody else.
So, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But you know what? I got one question though. Is it really disappointing somebody when you deciding to make yourself happy?
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes. Absolutely.
No, that's just their expectations of what they expect you to do. Oh, that's how I feel about it.
You can choose to go cheat on your bitch because that was what was right for you at that moment.
Well,
You're still disappointed in the person on the outside.
Well, she couldn't be my bitch if I choose to go fuck somebody else.
You would think.
Well, so y'all never disappointed yourself?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, not having expectations, you supposed to have expectations in yourself if anything. If you ain't got no expectations in yourself, what is you doing? You just out here just fucking around. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying though. That's what I'm saying though. The important part is, after you disappoint yourself, how do you get back to it? You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes we get called at other people disappointing. You got disappointed food with some other people, but at the end of the day, you can disappoint yourself. And my whole thing is, how do you get out of those situations once you got disappointed? Like you gotta figure out, you know, you gotta figure out. I don't think you got time for the. Yeah, I don't think you got time to bring the money back around. I wish I did, but that's the whole thing, though, is just figuring out how to dig yourself out that hole once you leave disappointed yourself. Because sometimes that's the hardest thing to come back from once you feel like you fucked yourself over. You know what I'm saying?
There you go.
Hey, preach, brother.
Don't lie to yourself. Don't lie to yourself.
Alright, y'all, so before we get back into these performances, I gotta introduce Touche, y'all, back to the floor so she can go over some
Hello. Hi. How is everyone?
Good.
Good. Thank you for everybody that was there for Taco Tuesday. Enjoyed it. I appreciate everyone being here tonight. Just a reminder, the doors close at 10:30. So if you're inviting somebody or somebody wants to come see you, they need to be in here by 10:30. Because people are knocking at the door at 10:33. And I walk away.
Yes.
Because we have to enforce it. We have to be true to us. Like everyone is out here being creative and performing. We can't just keep letting people come in and interfere with the flow, the Penflow.
Yeah.
So that being said, next month, it's a new month, so if you want to be a member, it's $20 for the whole month. Membership, you get to help us choose the topics. You get to go to outings and events with us. There's some other things that you get to do with membership.
Eat the pizza, you get all the pizza you can eat. That's for members.
And the Taylor Port.
We're gonna let that know. That's the Taylor Port. That's membership things. You can indulge in. So don't be acting like y'all don't eat nothing. Okay? Thank y'all. Go ahead, Katrina. Thank you.
$20 off.
Yeah.
And $20 off.
Yeah, we gotta get this together.
Yes. The membership does go towards the food, so I know people get hungry, creative juices flowing, so we try to provide a little bit of what we can. So we appreciate all of you. We are going to have events all summer, sometimes shy. So these events will be in the group meet. That's another member's perk, you get to be in the group meet. If you have events, put it in the group meet, and then we will show up to support all the other stuff. Just try not to have it on Wednesday night, because Wednesday night is Penflow. Right?
In the real life.
So yeah, June and July, we're going to be bike rides, we're going to be going out to different places. I know some people went to Promontory for Soca night. So we just going to have a bunch of meetups, we're going to have a bunch of things that we do for us. We're going to have a pajama jam and an old school house party. So
Let's
that's
go.
this summer.
That's gonna be dope.
But if you have any suggestions, please let us know in the group meet. Grab one of us, let us know. We appreciate everybody. Thank y'all for being here. Invite your friends.
Okay, I got a question, Eva.
Yes.
You performing?
No. I mean, I can freestyle right quick, but.
Give him a taste. Give him a taste. Give him a taste. This is an exclusive taste.
Right.
I don't know. We got a lot of performance, don't we?
You do. We got.
You requested. You requested.
We got time today.
We got time. Executive decision.
Executive. You got time for you?
How about this? If at the end, after the full round, if I'm still here, I'll go.
No. All right.
Okay.
Thanks.
You hold me to that.
Okay. She said she promised. She said she promised.
All right, y'all give it up for Touche, y'all.
All right, y'all.
Put your hands together for the co-host of the Penflow Writing Sessions. Put your hands together for Joe Vaughn, everybody!
Uh-oh. And it's over.
I just want to say before I start, you got young kids, have a plan for what you gonna do when they start crying on the airplanes. That shit.
Man.
You just let your baby just cry a whole hour straight. Shit. That shit, what I said, boy.
You ain't lying.
What y'all finna do? That's hell. What happened?
That's about it. That's about it. That's all.
All right.
And the real deal down there
They gonna ask me. I don't know if y'all saw my post, but they gonna ask me since I'm sitting at the exit emergency. Am I willing to help first? I'm like, no, I'm right here by the door. Make sure I got my limbs first. Put my ass is sliding down that slide, Jay. I'm out here. Look something out here. All right. You start to forget what your real name is. Being let down became your first, middle, and last name. Your nickname became Angry. Your real names came first. That meant more than remembering faces, but you've been fighting fake feelings so they can get their way with you or them. Then go about their way like it never happened. Those were conversations you was wasting. That was time taking, counting on them to show up, but it wasn't time for them to shine, to get off and stand out. There was a possible disrespect in it there. I need to have to clear out. Palo Santo in this polyester sheets. Promises come with followed up questionable favors, and all those flavors you didn't taste. It was like fake spirits.
Blue light.
sir.
Blue light. Y'all can act like it wasn't blue.
Irresponsible disrespecting it, yeah. Have to clear out these polyester sheets. Promises come with followed up questions, favors, and all those flavors you didn't taste. It was like fake spirits. You was just drinking Kool-Aid. I'm telling you, I promise I'm hitting all those walls, helping you breathe through it. Oh yeah. I'm showing up, paying attention, asking more questions. I promise my strokes will never be the same. It's customary based on your attitude that I'm attending those different days. And I promise I'll be there on time, like I got season tickets. Call me Ticketmaster, select your seat so you can see me comfortably working on it.
Okay.
My hospitality has to help you sit up so you can see my view. I promise this. I promote this. A pro misses shots, but is expected to play at top performances. And promises prefer perfect posture and inconvenient, pleasurable time. Simple meaning, I'm in you for you, not for me. We going for a dynasty. Have you nestled in this nasty dining? Have you nestled in my nasty dining? I'm going to get off by saying you get off by licking off what's on my plate.
Oh, blue light.
Blue it.
You just thought that? My hospitality has to help you sit up so you can see my view. I promote this. A pro misses shots, but is expected to play at top performances. And promises prefer perfect posture and inconvenient, pleasurable times. Simple meaning, I'm in you for you, not for me. We going for a dynasty. Have you nestled in my nasty dining? I'm gonna get off by saying you get off by licking off what's on my plate. I promise to what I can't afford to lose. Not to what I don't give a fuck about. I promise with what I can sacrifice. I promise to what I fight for and impressions to be left, not to what I have to improvise. I promise to when there is you and I to who we are. I promise to when there is a you and I to who we are. And if who we are can build a star that can be seen far away by nobody's eyes. And that was it.
All right.
So with this piece, I wrote like 3 different things. I didn't want to know if I said, you know what, fuck it. I'm about to figure out a way to jail this shit in and make it make sense. Feel like it works, I don't know. Y'all think that? Yeah, I'm like, oh, just jail all this in. Any questions? Any questions? Okay. All right, y'all. Well, I appreciate y'all for sitting here listening to me to y'all. It's always beautiful seeing y'all, getting y'all a round of applause and all that. I appreciate it.
Hey, all right. Yo, boy.
All right, coming to the flow. I want y'all to give it up for Snug, y'all. Let's go! Get in the back. Oh, that's you. You in the back chilling. Again, y'all, if y'all want more information about Penflow, y'all haven't been here before it's your first time. Y'all go to penflowwritingsessions.com. Y'all want a hat shirt? So they got Penflow on it. Fine, skinny, right here. Skinny got y'all. Y'all want any kind of Penflow apparel?
I do all that.
All right, y'all. Give it up for Snug again, y'all. Give it up for
All right.
Hey.
Okay, hey, y'all. Hey. Now remember, y'all, it's Snug with 2 G's. If it ain't 2 G's, it ain't me, okay?
All right.
I love it.
Alright. This is called Control.
Yeah. Janet Jackson.
They say beauty is in the eye of the beholder, which means one person finds beautiful, another may not. Because everybody's entitled to their own opinions and feelings, whether you agree with that or not. See, sometimes I play around with the thought like, what if God made me skinny? But nope, my whole life I was called fat. But as soon as I got older, that fat proportion in the right places, so don't worry, y'all, I was okay with that.
Okay. Okay. And real niggas like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
And since we're talking about getting older, lately I've been feeling like my mind is on a mental roller coaster. Because as soon as I feel like I'm good, problems come around to try to test my faith. They squeeze me with the uncomfortability of the reality, trying to make me feel like I'm finna finally face my final wave. But then I exhale, and finally I can breathe. Man, the mental is a heavy hitter if you let that bitch take the right swing.
Yeah.
Like I remember the first time I let him play with my mental. That roller coaster instantly turned into a tide. Something he had no problem with diving into waist deep because he wanted more than just a piece of my mind. The promises that he made me blush, but my reflection, it made my reflection tremble. Because he spoke to my moment.
You gotta say a line though.
I remember the first time I let him play with my mental. That roller coaster turned into a tide. Something that he had no problem with diving into waist deep because he wanted more than just a piece of my mind. The promises he made me blush, but it made my reflection tremble. Because he spoke to my moment and not my potential. He had me questioning my worth, lowering my crown, and ultimately questioning my mental.
Like those.
You
break them.
Right back to spoke to your
Spilling the beans.
Promises he made me blush, but it made my reflection tremble. Because he spoke to my moment and not to my potential. He had me questioning my worth, lowering my crown, and ultimately questioning my mental. And then those emotional ties started to get torn like an erosion from a tide. And I took the broken pieces and tried to hold them tight and bring it back to him, try to make everything right. Because I didn't want that man to walk about my life. But then I exhaled. Finally, I can breathe. Man, mental is a heavy hitter if you let that bitch take the right swing. And after the narcissistic punches of technicality, the repeated stumps of the mental legality, the body shaming slams of the reality, I had to take time and move around and change my reality. See, I promised myself that I wouldn't take another mental ill, especially not from no lame ass nigga who had mommy issues and had to question his own stuff.
Feel good to be black.
Okay? You had to ban me. I said, it was time I had to move on and change my mental. See, I promised myself that I wouldn't take another mental ill, especially not from no lame ass nigga with mommy issues who was always insecure about his own self. I had to give myself that TLC and encourage myself because I knew more than what I did, so it was time for me to stop sleeping on my own self. And since beauty is in the eye of the beholder, I had to start beholding myself. Beholding myself worth it and beholding myself a woman of substance. And even though he said nobody would want my fat ass, I know that there's a man waiting to tell my daddy, baby, that she's more than worth it. I had to start beholding myself honest, beholding myself true. Beholding myself as God chosen and beholding myself as beautiful. Because in order to be beautiful, you have to be yourself. And that starts with beholding the promises of the Lord and not the promises of nobody else.
I knew something was up when you came up here with the camouflage trench on. Camouflage trench.
Ready for war.
What's up?
I just also want to say shout out to my daddy because my daddy is always here, and I only came here the day I graduated. My daddy I'm not gonna let this come easy because this is always a challenge when you gotta think about stuff. But like my daddy cold, so it's like I have to tell myself I can do it too.
Hey, Green, stand up.
Stand up, bro.
Yes. I'm the beautiful esthetician. Okay, don't forget it. It's beautiful. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
That was cold. I gotta go. That was cold.
Hey y'all, put your hands together for KVO.
Hey guys.
Hey, what up?
Hey ladies. Hey. Y'all look so good. Y'all so raw. Y'all here been flowing tonight. Every last person, like y'all are really cold tonight.
Nice cold.
I loved it. Okay, I never title my pieces. I only just go off of what the topic is. I never let people tell my kids what they'll do in case something comes up. So there's no room for anticipation just in case it don't happen. Expectation leads to heartbreak. So why would I let you tell adult me false promises? Like, I'll never cheat on you when you've never been faithful to yourself. Pinky promises that you won't tell nobody, and somehow it's you that let our secret out.
Wow. Oh, no.
Promises is something that people can't keep, so instead of letting you lie, I'll do a truth, dare, double dare, promise to repeat for me. Promises is something that people can't keep. So instead of letting you lie, I'll do a truth, dare, double dare, promise to repeat with me. Truth is, I dare me to put myself before you.
Yeah.
Truth is, I double dare myself to not inflict pain upon me. I know better, so I'm going to allow my wisdom to make me do better. No matter the storm, no matter the weather, I'll promise to trust my divine intuition. No room for doubt, no room for you to cloud my judgment. No room for disappointments. I promise to repeat these daily affirmations loudly to ensure me a life fulfilled with happiness. I like you. Actually, I love you.
Okay.
Better yet, I'm in love with all that you are. You're so breathtaking. Your light is awakening. Your energy sweeps people off their feet. You are worthy of everything your heart desires. Your wildest dreams you will acquire. If they can love small parts of you, you can love yourself in your entirety. Woo! I promise to repeat that I'll always consider me. Even in times when I'm overlooked, I dare myself to push through. No settling, no such thing as giving up, just endurance, push-ups, resilience, sit-ups, and promise to keep my head up. No such thing as luck or manifesting my destiny or just waiting on God, but putting in the work to ensure I get to my end result. I promise to wake up and see the good in every day. I promise to love myself in every way. Truth, dare, double dare, promise to repeat my daily affirmations to ensure my own happiness. That's how I feel.
So, for one, what inspired that piece? And with what inspired that piece, is it something that you used to struggle with?
So last week we did options and I kind of wrote about other people. And when I seen the topic today, I instantly just thought about myself because I don't let people lie to me no more.
Yeah.
Like, I literally go off of what I know God instilled in me. I've been through enough shit to know better, so it's time for me to do better. So I promised myself to not just be settling for what life is giving me, but to go hard for what I really, really want. So that's kind of what inspired this piece, because it's not about everybody, but it's about me. So, and yes, it's what I've been through. Like, you only gonna learn by going through some shit. So
Straight up.
yeah.
Other questions? Yeah,
No,
questions?
no.
All right, so everybody, put your hands together for Taylor Porte.
You go Taylor Porte. You got it.
You're hilarious, my guy. What up? What up? Y'all sleep in this bitch? I said.
Oh, hey.
We high in here though.
Topic is promises, right?
Promises.
I promise to be your best male experience on this earth.
There you go.
And I promise to be present from your birth until I'm no longer breathing. And even when I'm gone, I'm trying to leave reasons you free of stress financially, mentally, spiritually, so that you can freely achieve and be your best.
You liars.
I promise to be your best male experience on this earth. And I promise to be present from your birth until I'm no longer breathing. And even when I'm gone, I'm trying to leave reasons you free of stress financially, mentally, spiritually, so that you freely achieve and can be your best. I promise to respect your mother even when she don't respect me.
That's my good
Just to show you the bullshit people be giving you in this world, you ain't gotta receive or be. It's okay to be the only one with glasses in a world that can't see.
That's good, that's good.
And I promise to help you navigate through the trenches, even though that ain't where you gonna be or where I want you to be. But honestly, I wouldn't be your father if I ain't teach you about these streets. But you gonna for sure learn financial literacy and understand its value in the things you read. And also know that that crackhead down the street ain't no different from you or me outside the choices you make with things. I promise to give you your first flowers and be the first man you tell your heart to on the phone for hours. I promise to protect you and never neglect you. Even when you want me to, cause you got friends and you don't want them to see your dad loving you. But I'm gonna be here always. I promise to you.
How many Jordans did you get?
Just one.
Sweet.
14.
Oh, that's the right age. Oh yeah, that's the important.
That's the important age.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. Stay in tune.
Yep.
What's the other question in the back?
All right.
Oh, shit.
At one time, I was a 14-year-old girl.
Okay.
And my daddy wasn't here physically because my dad was in prison at that time. So being a dad who is here physically with his daughter, what is something that you see and change about your daughter that you also have to see change about you in order to help her with that change, if that sounds right?
Alright, so break it down. I'm gonna give you a little bit of insight because my daughter lives in Virginia, so when I see my daughter, I see her summer, spring break, Christmas break, things like that. So every time that I see my daughter, it's like a new experience for me because I'm kind of like relearning who she is in the physical form again. Like I talk to my daughter every day, FaceTime and all of that type of shit. But seeing her actions, her movements, her facial expressions, and all of those different type of things in the physical, I'm learning that as a different experience every time I see her. So I'm always intrigued with learning how she is and who she is and the new things that she like and the new things that she into and all that type of shit. Like I'm one of them daddies with her, so yeah.
That's beautiful. That's
So you observe her change and then you try to adhere to it and still be there.
Oh yeah, for sure. With my daughter, I learned all type of shit. Like I learned how to be more patient. I learned how to be more considerate and in essence to like a female feelings. Not to say like I ain't give a shit before, but it just made me more attentive to noticing the signs before it's said in a sense. So just things like that type of shit.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Love.
As a dog, we respect that. It's like keep seriously in the long run, even when we act like we don't right now. That's all.
More questions?
Say no
All right, y'all. So that's it for our regular list. We are about to dive into our flow list, y'all. So the flow list is our version of our speed round. So this round, there's no questions at the end of this. You can yell out blue light. We respect the blue light, but that doesn't mean run it back. Go run on y'all. All right. That being said, who we got coming up?
All right, everybody, put your hands together for Savage Bubblegum.
PG.
The one and only.
Talking about?
One and only, man. I was surely going to break that. Thank you very much. All right, how's everybody tonight?
We good.
Good, because I'm going to say something that's going to be funny tonight.
Okay.
I think maybe, I don't know. Here we go. I promise to be somebody, not just somebody laying in the street or sitting in the lobby. I think I found a hobby that's funny, but I don't do funny things like Bill Cosby. These days, my whys are at the end of what my cause be. That's wise. I want to make money while dating a Monet during the week and break up with her on a Monday.
So you still yell out blue light, but that doesn't mean run that on this.
I got you. Alright. At least I was somebody. Or just somebody in her bed. I promise that you'll get used to all the affection. I promise that I'll get used to all that affection. But a nigga like me is only used to infections.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
I'm sorry, it's real. Protection wasn't a part of this complexion. I just look good. But I look better under you. Just don't fart in my face. I know I wouldn't like the taste. Because murder might be the case. If my family finds out, it's going to be a disgrace. Psych! Pass the gas from your ass and I will inhale it. Inhale! I promise. I promise to be an asshole. But honestly, I'm just a whole ass full of gas. Just waiting for a flame to pass. Okay, here's a serious promise. I promise to see my dick.
What do you say?
But all I did was watch Dick Tracy solve mysteries. While I'm in blissful misery, I changed the channel to watch Unsolved History. Just to see Kennedy get his head exploded. He's dead. It's not a fucking mystery. It happened on live TV. I'm throwing a fit through all of this. It's funny because this thing started off with just me wanting to see my dick.
Damn. Okay, hold on.
Oh wait, I can see it.
Oh.
There goes something.
Oh my God.
Oh shit, hold on.
Shout out to the block. Alright, but the C can cause a C to see good and evil. I promise to blow your mind with this one though. Not like Kennedy. Oh yeah, missed it. Anyway.
No, I caught it. Not like
But evil spelled backwards is lived. Or live. Did I deliver on my promise?
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. Promise.
Alright, so I'll give a round of applause. Alright, coming to the close next. We got Nicio!
Nicio!
Hey, how you doing?
What up?
On three, y'all say, what's up, Nisi? 1, 2, 3.
What up, Nisi?
Hey.
Hey, so it's my first time.
Oh, she's my first timer!
Yeah.
She's your first timer!
Hey,
Virginity! We're gonna break it!
Thank you.
Don't stop!
Okay. From the day you left, I promised myself I would never feel pain again. How naive could I have been to believe that I could stop some of the world's greatest lessons from ever happening to me? We learn what we want in the moments that we didn't receive. We learn what we're lacking in times that self-love is definitely in need. Let's embrace it. I learned quickly that I had to change my perception. I had to focus on the promises I made to myself and not the ones that you broke. Remembering the promises that baby girl made before the lies that you spoke.
Oh.
After I remembered who was actually in charge around this bitch, I cleaned up. Reorganized my life around me and subsequently my mind cleared too. I remembered that I promised me I'd be all I could be, regardless of any friend or who's going to be the next you. Thank you. The only promise I know of that can be held true is that you may not ever want another me, but you're going to keep seeing everything that I do.
Hello.
Thank you. Hey, y'all give me a round of applause, y'all. Hey, hope you come back.
All right, everybody else. Put your hands together for Nehemiah.
What's up, y'all?
What up?
What's going on?
This is my second time being here, and y'all been a vibe, for real.
Oh man, love, bro.
Love, fam. My girl and her pops peer pressured me to come up there, man. It's been a minute since I did this. I was a freshman, sophomore high school, man, and then I just had a distraction, so.
It's alright.
I'm a little nervous.
Welcome
so
back. It's alright.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright. There's a couple things I can't stand. A liar, a thief, and a broken promise.
Oh shit.
See, that last one is a trauma mark for me. Broken promises show you that people really don't care or love you genuinely. See, you could have just kept it a buck and told me you were never solid. Got me speaking positively, highly of you. Copping please for you. Got me out here looking like a goofy, retarded. See, some people just weren't raised on real responsibility and structure, like how I was raised. And I loved it. God bless my parents. So I always was walking around confused, knowing that I was a little different from others, but it's okay. Because God didn't make everybody the same. But damn, this world is so cruel. Nobody keeps it 100. Can't even trust your own close friends or family no more. Damn, I wish God made everybody the same. But let me tell you something. the kind of heart I was born with, if I was ever to call you a true friend or even call you my family, best believe you're truly safe around me. Anything you need, rather it's advice, money, prayer, or even a shoulder to crown, it will never get brought up or thrown in your face, because I'm too solid. I don't do no broken promises.
Hey, y'all listen, everybody on this program, make sure y'all get here a little earlier so we get the chance to dive into y'all pieces a little bit with y'all. You know, we definitely hear what y'all got to say about why y'all brought y'all pieces. You know, we can do that.
Yeah, hard, bro. Alright, everybody, put your hands together for Andrea Powell.
Andrea!
This man came from work, that's what I'm talking about, man.
I did. I'm dedicated. I have not been in a while, but I love all y'all. Thank you.
We love you too. We love you too. Just don't lock nobody up.
I don't want to break your heart. Give you a broken promise.
Oh!
I like it.
Slick.
I was good. Quick on the feet with that. Okay.
So the subject is promises, but this piece is called Mister. Okay. Are you sure this is exactly what you want? Because I can't take another decade of broken promises and circus clown stunts.
Yeah.
When you say you want to build with me, do you even understand what that means? Because I'm not into fairy tales anymore, and I'm okay with being alone. I'm not craving non-reachable expectations and fictional dreams. I mean, it's perfectly fine for you to believe that I'm the one. It's just, I need to make sure that you're ready to be committed to me, and you're done with the things you consider fun. I mean, did you say those things were only filling the empty space of having a woman of your own? Let's just make sure when you crown me, I'm not lifting up this AK aimed at your head right from my throne.
Okay.
I know it sounds a bit passive aggressive, trust me. I mean that shit from my heart. Okay. Don't feed my brain with promises. I need you to take action as soon as the wedding ceremony starts. I'm going into this partnership with a fresh brain. No, I knew it. No, I told you so. A clear perspective. No inputs from our family, sisters, or bros. It's been a good 7 years since I've been in love, so I'm willing to take a chance. We've been dating for over 3, so our bullshit should be easy to put to rest. I'm just warning you that if I do put this guard down, I ain't trying to get finessed. Besides, I can't let my good heart and love go to waste. Far as I know, we're both open for some good fresh meat, even if we've already explored the taste. So let's agree to try to do this thing the right way, for once in a lifetime's sake. Promises, promise, promise. Promising, promise, promises, promise. And that's that piece.
Alright, y'all. Last but definitely not least. Man, y'all put y'all hands together for Keno!
What up, y'all? What up?
How y'all doing?
Good.
Alright, I'm gonna let y'all go on and just have that one.
Come on, let's get it. We know you got some.
Listen, son. I'm Keno. This piece currently untitled. And it might be a tricky piece. Yeah, one of those. I promise to keep your name rolling through these streets like I do my veins. You will never doubt of me, and I won't let you doubt of them. I promise to keep up the upkeep of our bloodline, born lions, hunters at finest. Made men able to make amends and say amen in church. A man since birth, I promise. This suit jacket I got on make me feel like you. The hoes love it. The younger was intrigued. How a young man like me dressed for the office, but I got so many garden tools. Pops, fall in love again, I promise right now. I don't think I can do arrows to catch a fool. Won't even look my way and chase, so I'm cool. I promise to be stern and result focused, be the backbone of the pillar for my children, so that the day they feel they need somewhere or something sometime to lean on, they know they can lean on me. Even though I promise most of the time I never really felt that I could get that from you. No matter how bad I wanted to, I learned still while I knew of plenty of things. Like one, I promise I'll never forget what the streets taught me, to never use your own product. I remember nights, visions I can't forget, but I refuse to speak of. I promise to never become a user of my own or anyone else's. I promise not to use them. You worked on cars, I promise. I wish you worked on yourself in the eyes of me more, but you were still perfect at the end of the day. I promise to break these generational chains meant to keep me chained. The mishaps of your past that become mine, and then we end up sharing the way you handled me, because that's how you were handled to my kids. I won't hand them the same. I get it, Pops. I get it. I'm sure you made a promise to be the best father you could, and you did, even with the blemishes that you made and left. The scars on my heart from seeing you fighting death, I promise. I'm going to do everything I can to not have my baby girl or my baby boy suffer like I do over you, promising myself that I'll just make it a part of my testimony. But I still question God, like, really? This the testimony? And why? Testimony, I promise.
Hey, real quick. Hey, Ty always behind the camera, but you know, Ty actually got a few announcements. Actually, Ty got a podcast and a discussion spot. You know, social. So hey, come on, hey Ty. So let everybody know what's going on Friday.
Okay, Ty. Let them know, Ty.
Alright, man, we got a live podcast we record every Friday called 67 Social. Don will support it. Darren supported a couple times right there on southwest side of Chicago. We got a open mic every Thursday, same spot as well. So I don't be trying to do that up in here, man. You know, you be doing too much, putting me on the spot like that.
Yeah, but the thing is,
but I appreciate it though.
The thing is, we know that y'all love the arts, so we'll be holding back. We don't let y'all know that it's options to go indulge in the arts out here.
Yeah.
So y'all keep y'all wheels rolling, keep the momentum going, okay?
Hell yeah, be a part of the discussion every Friday.
Yeah, for sure.
Hell yeah. Appreciate it.
All right, y'all, that's the end of the show.